I told you about to sit here and watch me talk some noise.
Oh, I didn't know that that's what you meant. All right, go ahead.
Stay right. It's okay. Ooh, let's go. Back that on up. All righty. How's everybody doing? All right, here we go. BucosLocker coming to you again. What's up? What's up, everybody? On Saturday night, BucosLocker. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shout out to all my members. Shout out to all subscribers. Shout out to all the everybody in the Bucs community. One love. You know, hopefully everybody having a great Saturday. Had a great Saturday. Enjoying your time, family, friends, or just staying safe out there. Hey, the season around the corner, folks. The season. Hey, look. Actually, the season's here. Hall of Fame game was a couple days ago. Well, you know, the other day. A couple days ago. I mean, we here. I told y'all. I've been dropping videos every day for like what, 8 days straight, 9 days straight. What day this is? 9? Day 9. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to drop this nice little video on y'all. Now, disclaimer: these videos will get shorter as the season approach. As you can tell, I'm keeping everything under 20, and then as the season get more closer, it'll go into 15, and then probably between that 8 to 12 pocket. So I'm gonna pump out the information. I'm gonna keep it going. So let's get it started. I want to talk about the title of the video. You see, the Bucs. You know, the young defense is starting to take shape, and I say young defense. I'm not talking about the old defense. I'm talking about the young guys, the first, second, third year players. I would count the fourth year. I could count them. Probably should count them. Yeah, I'm gonna count them. I'm not gonna count any fifth year players. Anybody 5 years and up, I'm not gonna count that. Even though they're still young, but I'm just saying, like, I'm looking at the most recent draft classes. You know what I'm saying? The 2025, 2020, 2026, 2025, 2024 in particular. But as you can see, in 2023. So as you can see, starting to take shape. A lot of the names that you've been hearing about is what you want to hear about, or who you want to hear about, if that makes sense, right? But a lot of talk about this draft class and the impact that it's having on this team. It's a breath of fresh air for those of you that have been following the Bucs. You know, if that's your team and you've seen how this defense played for the last several years. Not good enough. Let's be honest, right? A lot of frustrating games that the defense has not played up to the draft. You know, like the draft class. You know, Jason Light, he loves his draft pick. So, you know, it's like the draft picks got a hit. Our last defensive stud was Antoine Winfield Jr. When I say stud, I'm all pro potential. You know, consensus top 100. You know, that's the only guy he's drafted in the last since 2020 that was really out there like that. He has not drafted high-level defensive players. Especially in the pass rush, and that has hurt the Bucs as an organization. You know, since 2021. By not hitting on the first round, second round, third round picks, you got to hit on at least one or two of those every year on the defensive side. And he's been drafting a lot of defensive players in the last couple of drafts. And it's time to bear fruit. It's time for the results to actually make do. Tired of talking about potential, and potential can only get you so far. It's about the performance. Got to perform. All the fan, you know, back and forth and all that, and speculation and optimism. Optimistic is fine. But it's time to produce. Maybe this draft class will set the tone moving forward for this defense, because there's 3 guys in this draft class that's going to be on the field right away. Ruben Bain is a starter. Muhammad, 1 year, $4 million deal. He's not a starting pass rusher. Muhammad is not a starting pass rusher. Ruben Bain got to be out there. Week 1, I told y'all this. Trotter, he's a starter. Put him out there. Let him figure it out. 22 years old, put him out there. It's no, oh, we got to play Christian Rosebloom. No. What I tell y'all, if the rookies are looking good and they're even with the veterans, you always go with the young guy, because the young guy got a higher ceiling, and he's younger, so he's going to play with a little more fire. So our first 2 picks, first round, second round, starters. And what did I tell y'all in the draft class? Got to get starters on the defensive side. Looks like Jason Light got some starters on the defensive side. Younger, more athletic, a little more juice, more attitude. I don't want to see teeth when you're tackling somebody. When you tackle somebody, thumbs down. That's weak. Right? So, Ruben Bain, week 1 starter. Trotter, week 1 starter. And I said it with Trotter, I was like, a couple of weeks. No, he's performing well in training camp. He's performing well enough to start. Anthony Nelson and Muhammad are backups. You put Keontae Scott out there, you throw him out there. The Benjamin Morrison situation, it is what it is. It'll figure itself out. But you put Jacob Parrish out that cornerback, CB2, because that's our CB2, soon to be CB1, I think, in my opinion. And you put Keontae Scott, the bigger nickel, because most teams are going bigger nickels. Most teams are getting nickels that are 5'11", 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'3" nickels. No more the baby nickels, the Christian Izzians, none of that. 5'7", 5. No, that's over with. Mike Hilton, all them small nickels, that's kind of over with. In my Mopar book, it's over with. Gotta get a big nickel, like a faster, basically a smaller linebacker that can play safety. He can play slot. He can play linebacker and nickel and dime. You know what I'm saying? You got to get those type of guys out there on the field, which explains why Keontae Scott most likely going to be starting soon. I don't know how soon, but he's going to be starting at some point. And then, fan favorite from last year, David Walker has been performing well. He's had a sack pretty much every session in training camp. And I told y'all about this guy. I said, look, fan favorite, but let's hold for it. Let's see how he looks. He's out there performing. I mean, I've heard his name more than Yaya Diaby. And Yaya Diaby is a 4th-year player. Think about that for a second. We got a guy that didn't play last year, got drafted, hurt his ACL, 6'2", about 250, 260. He's out there performing better than Yaya Diaby. Diaby was a 3rd-round pick. Walker was a 4th-round pick. So not much of a difference. But Walker seems to have a little more juice than Diaby. I'm going to throw this out here. If he goes out there this preseason and he do his thing, the Bucs got a hard decision to make about Diaby, about extending him. Because if David Walker go out there and 7, 8 sacks his first season, and Diaby only give you 6, you don't resign Diaby to a big contract. You don't do that. You go with David Walker on a rookie deal. And now you got your David Walker, you got your Ruben Bain Jr. for the next 3-4 years on rookie deals, and those guys got high upside. So remember now, this is not just about Baker Mayfield. This is a pivotal year for Yaya Diaby too. He got to perform. And David Walker, he's out there performing. He's out there getting it in. All right, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's going to get real interesting with David Walker. Because I'm telling you right now, if he got more juice than Diaby, if I'm telling you, if I'm watching the film in preseason and when they play the Jets next week, they got a joint practice with the Jets. And if David Walker out there doing the same thing he did against the Bucs tackles, against the Jets tackles, against other competition, he's doing the same thing. The Bucs got to really think about this. Tybo's got to really think about this. You might want to slide Diaby inside. Remember I'll tell you about the NASCAR package? Here's my vision. NASCAR package. You slide Diaby in the inside with Cansey. Right? And even Bain can slide down. So you can have 3 down linemen, Bain, Diaby, and Cansey. Outside, Walker and Muhammad. No Anthony Nelson. We good on that. We've seen enough of that. That's your NASCAR package on third downs. Because Diaby can slide in the inside and rush from the inside. Ruben Bain can slide in the inside, rush from the inside. And Cansey can, he's hands in the dirt. They can really get funky with that young defensive line. They can really get funky with it. And then you got Trotter on the back end. You got Keontae Scott out there, Tyke Smith, Winfield Jr. I said young defense, so I can't include Winfield Jr. I'm talking about the young guys. Jacob Parrish on the corners. Jacob Parrish in the corner. I mean, all those guys are under 25. Think about that. Tyke Smith, Jacob Parrish, Trotter, Bain, Cansey, Walker, Diaby. Diaby, what, 25 now? I mean, that's a young defense. Hungry. What I tell you about draft classes can make a real big difference. If you get the guys that you're supposed to get, draft the guys you're supposed to draft. Stop trying to be cute. The Cho Stoinka, the Logan Halls. How many times we done told Jason, stop doing that. Get the guy you're supposed to get. And we missed on a couple of guys. Some linebackers, some edge rushers, because we want to get cute. Trading out and not trading up. Enough of that. And here we are. We got some young guys. This is a new era. Now it's time to perform. Now we get to see these guys against the Jets O-line. What up, Mom Christ? Rudolph, what's up? We got some juice out there. We got some attitude. Bain, Trotter, and Scott have brought attitude. No more that hee-hee-ha-ha, Vita Vea, all that hee-hee-ha-ha and all that, and being quiet. None of that. That's over with. I don't care about none of that. Roll your boat gently down. I don't care about none of that. That is old era. The new era is here. Y'all need to embrace this. Because really, if the defense don't perform well, Todd Bowles is out of here. Y'all know that, right? And then along with Todd Bowles, Baker Mayfield's out of here, because if the defense don't perform well, the Bucs ain't winning a lot of games. There will be some rough patches on the offensive side of the ball because of the OC. I'm going to sit back and watch that situation, just like I'm going to sit back and watch this defense grow. There's a lot of talk, a lot of buzz, but talking and buzz and all that sound cute. Because week 1, you got the Bengals. Burrow, T. Higgins, and Chase. They ain't playing with you. Baptized right away. The Bucs defense gonna get baptized right away. Joe Burrow throwing that ball 30 plus times. He firing the ball. He don't care about none of that Todd Bowles third down blitzing. He don't care about none of that. Buckle up, Jacob Parrish. Buckle up, Zion McCullough. You got Jamar Chase. Jacob Parrish, you got T. Higgins. Buckle up. So that pass rush, we're going to need to see that against Joe Burrow and that O-line. And they got 2 big tackles, 2 big mammoth tackles. Orlando Brown Jr. and the other guy, Amarius Mims. Big old right and left tackles. Ruben Bain and Diaby and David Walker gonna have their hands full with 6'6", 6'7" right and left tackles. So all this talk, we gonna see real soon, what these boys own, Walker and Bain and Diaby. We gonna see what these real soon. Cape Hart, the defensive tackle, the young guy, Simmons, Roberts. We got some young guys, but they about to get baptized real soon. Hours 335. What's up, man? All I'm saying is the new era is here. Embrace it, support it. It will be some ups and downs. It's okay. They're gonna have some mess ups. Sometimes they're not gonna get back there. Be patient. I'm excited, but I'm also smart enough I'm aware enough to be patient enough as a fan and not put so much on these guys because these guys are young. Now, Kancey and Diaby, we done seen them. We know what they're about. They got to perform big time. But Bain and Walker and Cape Hart and Simmons and Roberts, be a little patient with them. Be a little patient with those guys, okay? The young core is replacing the old core. Vita's a part of the old core. Levante David. Oh, Red Gaines. Anthony Nelson. Out with the old, in with the new. Ashawn Robinson, he's old. You want these young guys. You want the young guys to perform. Because everybody want to talk about, oh, Jason Light is draft picks. Well, guess what? It's time to perform. Because this is a pivotal year. Jason Light, Ty Bowles, Baker Mayfield job on the line. The Diaby job on the line. Cody Mauch, can he get an exit? A lot of people got a lot at stake this season, and that defense is going to play a pivotal part. If the Bucs want to win more than 10 games, that defense is going to have to really play at a high level. Because if the defense remain mid and a couple guys they okay, they good, but if the defense is mid, I don't know what to say about that. I don't care about that. That mid ain't gonna work. I see the comments. Mid will not get the Bucs past 10 wins at all. Not gonna do it. It's a lot of pressure. I'm not putting it on them. I'm just saying mid ain't gonna work. Mid is not gonna cut it this season, folks. Because if the defense is mid, Bowles is out of there. Anyway, I just wanted to drop that video, you guys, on Saturday night. A lot of people in tonight. I see y'all. You know what I'm saying? Under 20 minutes. We're 18. I told y'all. Wrap this on up. Shout out to all my Powers and C-Bands. A special shout out to all my members. Road to 100. We still on that track. 100. 100. We care about none of that other stuff. 100. That's the goal. That's the first goal. We'll talk about the numbers another time. But we get to 100 members. That's what we're trying to get to. My members, we about to get crunk. We about to fire it up a little bit. So stay tuned, members. It's going to be pumping. That live stream of the game, that's us. Not public. That's us. 2 hours and 30 minutes. So don't worry, you're gonna get plenty of videos. We're gonna be good. For those of you that's not a member, hit the join. Click on that join button. Become a supporter, or BucosLocker supporter, and do with that what you will. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise a flag. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag new era. Hashtag out with the old. Hashtag what is this? Hashtag why? Hashtag what are we doing? Hashtag do not get mad at me. Hashtag what did your eyes tell you? Hashtag reality. Hashtag possibility versus possibility. All these hashtags mean something. BucosLocker signing out. I will see y'all tomorrow with another video. The streak is still alive. Signing out.